We are ready.
We ready.
We are ready.
Are we ready?
We will jump into the first question. Are you mentally healthy?
Oh wait, that was my intro. Oh, that was my rehearsal. Oh,
that
shit.
was your
Nah, cool.
Oh.
That's fine. Fine. All right, say that. Okay. Honest answer varies. I've got quite a stressful life at the minute. A lot of things go on at home that impact me in many ways. But I'd say I'm quite strong, and I'd say I'm coping quite well with a lot of the challenges in life right now. So I'd say it's not that deep. I'm doing all right.
I mean, I can't say that I can't relate. I definitely got stressors, but at the end of the day, I mean, I
Just gotta stay strong, bro.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you get to go to sleep, wake up the next day, become the better version of yourself.
So, motivation from the cursed interview. See that?
Right away, we're just dropping.
I'm Prince EA's brother, bro.
I just hit a banger.
I just hit a banger.
Bet. I'm ready.
Are you mentally healthy?
Oh, I've seen clips of this. Yes, I am mentally healthy. Thank you. I'm actually at the peak of my health, I'd say. I mean, before this, I was working a 9-to-5 blue collar window washing job, waking up at 7 a.m. And now I get to have a good time streaming. So, I mean, this is really the best time of my life, I'd say. So now I am very mentally healthy, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, man. I could never do any sort of blue collar, quote unquote blue collar job.
Yeah.
It's not fit for everybody.
Especially in Texas, it was so hot in the summer. Like,
oh god,
it was brutal. There was a day where like I was like, I also did like some power washing, but I was at this house and I like had some kind of heat. I don't know what I had. I don't know if it's a heat stroke or what, but I just started like throwing up on this person's yard. And I just got the power hose and just like washed it into the grass, and I never knew. I just never knew. And I finished the job. I threw up, and then I just kept going. It was hype.
Oh my god. Yeah, I lived in.
We don't have to do that anymore. Now I can just sit in swamp ass all day and kind of just click this button. So, I mean, I don't know what's better, honestly, but
I've lived in Texas, and I've had to go out in 90, almost to 100-degree weather to school, and that. Sitting on the
brutal,
bus,
bro. It's brutal.
That
it's not for the weak.
It sucks.
Yeah, it does. That's why I'm excited to move out and move into the TCD cribulator.
First question we always ask this: are you mentally healthy?
I would say, like, I feel like I'm better than I have been in the past, but there's always room for improvement. I've been trying to stay conscious of mental health in recent years, especially. I know there's always something going on, and something I want to try to get better with on it, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's kind of vague, but yeah. I've been like kind of observing like my behaviors, like from sort of like an outside view, and just trying to like make sense of my brain and like how to take care of myself better, I guess.
Yeah, I've been kind of, I don't know if anybody relates to this, but it's very, very bipolar, especially in the winter time with my mental. And I mean, I live in a state called Minnesota, where it's negative like 20 sometimes.
Right.
It's crazy. So
I've definitely experienced seasonal affect depression, stuff like that. I think
SAD.
Some years. Yep.
Yeah, I have that as well. I think my whole family has that. Are you mentally healthy?
That's a great question. Well, as you probably know, not really. I mean, I struggle a lot with mental health, but put it simply, not really. But I have been dealing with mental illness for most of my life, as might be evident in some of the account names or stuff I said on profiles ages ago. But I do get the help I need nowadays, and I'm on lots of medication, so I deal with it. It is what it is.
Well, I'm glad that you are able to deal with it to the best of your ability, as I can vouch it's not fun. being not mentally healthy.
Yeah, it's not fun sometimes.
My heart goes out to you. All of our hearts go out to you. Obviously,
Thank you.
everything that happened like 8 years ago or something now, I don't think people hold a grudge in any way, shape, or form now. So,
That's good to know.
yeah. I think I saw a few people asking about this. We'll just go straight into the hacking questions, obviously.
I felt like that was what the interview would be mostly oriented around.
Yeah, I told the same to Space UK. I'm like, yeah, it's mostly going to be revolved around hacking. And he was like, that's all right. So.
Yeah, I don't mind answering questions like that.
Oh, yeah, I already know the question.
Are you mentally healthy?
Yeah, bro, I'm really mentally healthy. I'm not gonna lie. I've been like this past couple like years now. I've been really good mentally. I like leave my house a lot. Like I hang out with my friends a lot. I go to the gym a lot too. I sleep well. I eat well, and I like make these good videos. Have fun making them. Bro, my life is really good. And yeah, bro, I couldn't be more, as I've said, I couldn't be more thankful for everything I have. And yeah, bro. How about you, bro? Are you mentally healthy?
Yeah, I actually nowadays a lot more mentally healthy, and I appreciate you asking me as well. And
Yeah, bro.
I
No, bro,
also
this interview is for like both of us, not only for me, bro.
no, I commend you for like you obviously not everything is handed. You've put in a lot of hard work in
Yeah.
everything you've been able to accomplish in the last, like what you said, 2 years. And actually 5 days ago, I looked at the Daily Dose of GD channel. 5 days ago, 2 years ago was when it was first created.
Oh yeah, we had like the channel's anniversary recently. It was very cool, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, time just goes so fast.
it
It's
does.
insane, bro.
It really does. Like
Yeah, bro.
Secret Way is the account was made almost exactly a month later on December 19th, 2023. So it's actually created
Whoa.
created on the same day that 2.2 came out, which is pretty awesome.
That's crazy, bro. Holy. Wait, that's actually insane, bro.
Yeah,
Wait, and I like your videos. I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching all of your videos, bro. Like when I'm having like lunch, I usually just I watch YouTube Shorts while I'm having lunch, and I like whenever I like am scrolling one of your videos appear, I watch the whole thing, bro. I'm a Secret Wave fan, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
gotta throw that back at you. I am a Daily Dose of GD fan all day.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
I watch pretty much every single video. There's probably some I just haven't seen because I'm pretty dumb. So I just
No,
sometimes it
it's
overlooks. But
yeah, bro. Nah, I would be like, bro. Like there are some videos that I post that I'm like, bro, I don't think like people will watch this, and like it's fine.
are you mentally healthy?
Yeah, I'm very mentally healthy. I don't got no problems there.
Good.
Obviously, I think the biggest thing that like messes up my mind, I guess, recently is grief, because it's just like something I feel kind of stuck in, but I don't let it get to me that much, because it's just like, I don't know, it's not that serious at the end of the day to me. Obviously I care about it a lot, but I can recognize that it's just like it's Geometry Dash, so I don't have to like, it could be worse basically is what I'm saying. But other than that, bro, like I'm chilling. I'm happy.
That's good. Yeah, I made a pact with myself to ask everybody that. I think I've just felt like
really?
I felt like you'd have been the perfect guest to ask that first.
Yeah. I'm very lucky, bro. Very lucky.
Are you mentally healthy?
I'm mentally healthy, and yeah, I'm pretty happy. What about you?
Honestly, I'm doing much better lately, especially after doing these interviews. It's been a lot of fun on the internet.
Have you had anyone like? I mean, I feel like you kind of have to say you're doing good. Like, what if someone's having like a shit day and they're like, "Oh no, man, I feel like I'm gonna jump off a bridge or something." That'd be like a curveball in the interview, isn't it? Like they kind of forced to just say, "Yeah, I'm doing good,"
I mean, a lot of the people have been like Nepesta and Vortrax are the interesting ones, because Nepesta was like, I was, or at least I am now, and Vortrax was like, I have my days. But everyone, well, Zoinko was the outlier. He said no.
No, he's not doing mentally healthy.
I guess
I
not.
mean, to be fair, bro, he see how fucking good he is at Geometry Dash. I feel like you can't be mentally healthy and that good at the game. So
Yeah.
it kind of makes sense.
You're the first person to ask me after I asked, so I do
Oh,
appreciate
fair
it.
enough.
You guys, Space UK is somehow the nicest guest.
Wow, honored, man. Thank you, thank you.
Are you mentally healthy?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh.
I try my best to take care of myself. I speak up if something's bothering me. Things have been pretty good.
That's good. Yeah, there's been a interesting response by both, but was an interestingly concerning response by Zoink, a basic response by Vortex, which it was just kind of like, I have my days, and then you're just like, yeah.
I mean, there's things that stress me out, but I get through them.
Yeah.
My biggest issue is just sometimes I need to work on myself. I procrastinate a lot. I'm lazy. I sleep in too much. But those are all like very minor issues. If I ever do get unhappy, it usually blows over pretty quickly, and it's probably something small that I can move on from.
Yeah.
There's very little that keeps me down, and if there is, I try to do something about it.
Are you mentally healthy?
I'm all right. I'm definitely better than I used to be, that's for sure. But yeah, I'd say better.
It's actually quite interesting because Nepesta said like verbatim, word for word. We asked Nepesta, or I asked Nepesta the same thing, and he was like exact same thing. Like,
Oh yeah?
yeah, I wasn't before, but now I am.
Yeah, man. I mean, GD, just a game you like, I don't know. I feel like everyone who plays this game sinks a lot of time into it. I mean, it's just not necessarily. I don't think it's healthy to sink that much time in anything, even if it's like work or stuff like that. So like, I don't find it too surprising that a lot of people are like if they like don't play as much now or like aren't as active as like Nepesta used to be, for example. Like, I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I think spending a lot of time is it like even if it's something you enjoy as well.
You know, it takes so much time to do anything, even if it's like just creating. I don't think a lot of people realize that. I kind of call like GD a bit of like a high school game, just in the sense of like you have so much time, you have so much free time, and then with college and work like that, like when you grow up, it's kind of hard, and you see a lot of people just like quit. And I remember growing up wondering like what happened to all like my favorite creators and stuff like that. Be like, why'd this person stop playing? Like, this guy was the GOAT, like what the hell? And then like I grew up and I realized like that guy probably just like went to like college or something and just didn't have the time anymore, so he just disappeared, like stuff like that.
Yeah, I got that remedy with Sunix, because I was always that one of those people like, why didn't you beat the top 50? And raise my fist in the air. Revolt against the top players.
Yeah.
Are you mentally healthy?
Am I mentally healthy? That's a good question, bro. Yeah, most YouTubers, I don't know. For me personally, I just did a community, no, not community post. I just did a Discord announcement actually like a couple weeks ago where I literally said I'm super stressed out. So in the past like week or so, I have not streamed just because like it is so hard for me. As much as like I just said, I want to do everything. Sometimes if I'm doing a lot at once, I then just kind of fall apart. So like, for example, I have a video I got to be working on right now for the 21-day stream I just did. And everyone's like, when is it coming out? When is it coming out? When is it coming out? Because it was like 2 months ago. But the reason I haven't worked on it is because if I had 2 months of free time, I'd be chilling. But it's been like, I have to go to California, and then I have to go to like Las Vegas, and then I have to go here and there. And then it's like, when I come back home, then I'm already drained from these things I just did, because it's like things I'm doing with my dad or like my friends or stuff like that. And then for me, if I don't have just a perfect set of time, then I kind of like just get like this. But I know it's possible. Like, it's 100% possible for me to lock in. It's just very difficult. So for me, mentally, I'm a little stressed right now because I feel like a lot of people are wondering where videos are and certain things. And I feel like it's gonna, I'm trying not to be too stressed because I know it'll all happen with time. Like, this is a period of my time that I'll look back on as a learning experience for why was I so procrastinating. But I think I'm learning about it right now, and I'm getting better every day right now. So that's the goal.
That is a huge takeaway. And I relate to that. I'm also pretty stressed lately. Right after we do this, I have to get ready for a trip, and then coming right back home on Saturday, and then English interview Sunday.
I see. Okay, night car on the grind. Come on, the grind is where it's at, bro.
It's gotta be you. But are you mentally healthy?
I would say now I am. I wasn't for a bit, but that's because I have a really bad allergy season from like May to July, where there's so much like histamines flooding my brain that it's hard to like do anything. But now that it's like August and it's starting to clear up, because I'm allergic to grass, and that's like, you know, the big season for that. And then once that clears up, I'm good. So I'm in a good place right now. I'm feeling good. And I'm excited for the next few months of my life. So yeah, I'd say I'm mentally really good right now. I mean, it goes up and down, but right now we're good.
Well, that is very good.
I know some people got like fall allergies, which is just sad. I love fall.
That does suck. I love fall so much. That's my favorite season.
Yeah, it's that or winter for me.
For like 60, 70
I just hate the heat. I've got nothing to do outside when it's 85. I'm not going out there. I'm staying huddled in my room, bro. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, for me it's fine. I used to live in Texas, but now I live in Minnesota, and it's like the heat plus humidity. It just makes me want to.
Yeah, that's the worst. Were you somewhere in Texas where it didn't get that? Actually, I don't know how humid it gets in Texas, but I know it gets hot.
Oh, it was like 107 one time, but where I lived, it was like middle of Texas, so it was pretty dry. So I was a little lucky.
Yeah, I hate the heat so much. I don't want to. I could probably dedicate the rest of this interview to hating on the heat, but I won't. It's the worst. I've lived somewhere in my whole life where it's been kind of hot. Like, it gets up to, like, the 90s, and even that's too much for me. I've heat-stroked in less. Like, I am not I'm going to move to, like, Greenland one day or something. Just get out of Dodge, dude. I love the cold so much more than I hate the heat so much.
Are you mentally healthy?
Am I mentally healthy? Damn, what a bombshell of a question. All right. I'll say for that, I am better than I've been in a long time, for sure. I got a lot going for me right now in life. School just started up 2 weeks ago for me. I'm moving into a new place next week, so I'll be pretty busy with that. And overall, just like feeling a lot more comfortable and secure in life than I've felt in a long while, for sure. So I'd say I'm doing pretty well.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
And obviously you've been far away from the game since... late 2021, around there?
Well, I'd say like after I beat the entire main list in September of 2020, I sort of stopped playing the game seriously. Although I was still like involved with the community and I was like following up on all the events and whatnot. So I knew what was going on then. I just wasn't playing as much. And then come 2021, when I went off to college, that's when I started to step back from the community a little bit. I was still following things here and there, but I wasn't super invested in anything. And then I hung around a little bit for 2022 and a little bit of 2023. And then, as you guys all know, late 2023, I made the decision to completely erase all of my social media presence, including my YouTube channel, which had like 70K subscribers, and my Twitter, and basically any way that someone could contact me, I just got rid of it all. So yeah, and then since then, I really haven't followed GD at all. But a couple months ago, I got back on Twitter, was sort of following up on recent events. So yeah, I'm a little bit involved, but I'm not nearly as much as I used to be. But I'm still aware of like the top demons coming out and all of that.
Are you mentally healthy?
You know, that's something I think I have a long history with in general, but I think I'm at a pretty good spot with that right now, all things considered. You know, I'm liking my job. I'm, you know, not super like, I'm a bit less online and stuff now, which is super cool. And generally speaking, I think I'm doing all right, you know?
That is fantastic to hear. And obviously, the internet is an archive. So I also did say, it's so weird. In our little interview me and Vix did, I said no to being mentally healthy. And then I also got interviewed by someone else, said no, and now I say yes. Like,
yeah, shit can change.
Like, it's so crazy how stuff can change. Like, even just that quick as well. But I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Are you mentally healthy?
Me?
Yeah.
I say like 50-50. Like 50% of the time, yeah, and another 50% of the time, nah. But I'd say I'm pretty good. Yeah, I'm chilling. I think I let my job affect my mental health too much. So I see 10 of 10, and I'm like, oh fuck, man. Oh fuck! But if I see 1 of 10, I'm like, yeah, yeah.
Celebrate.
So yeah, that's why it's kind of 50-50.
Well, you are the master of 1 of 10s, so
maybe 60-40.
Well, for this, I'm gonna answer every question I ask you because this is the Secret Way interview. Am I mentally healthy?
Stop laughing.
What kind of question is that? No, unfortunately not. Secret Way is the best.
Would you say like 90-10 maybe?
Yeah, the 10% is the... Actually, I'd say about like 30-70. Because I do spend about like 30% of my day on Secret Way and streaming, doing this, and it does kind of help. Secret Way is a good thing for me. I love talking to this community. I know you don't, but I do.
What? Nah, bro. They're chill. When they're chill to me, I chill to them. You know what I mean?
It's probably like 80-20.
Okay, bro. All right.
Are you mentally healthy?
I've been better, I think. I won't say no, but I've been better, I think. There's just a lot of... I'm just in a very weird stage of my life, and I'm sure it will improve, like, relatively soon. I actually, funnily enough, have my first job interview for my field in a couple of days, so the answer to this will be a lot more concrete in about 2 days. I'm just in a very weird stage of my life right now, so I won't say yes, but I won't say no. I'm kind of, like, in this weird middle area right now. It does get better. I mean, clearly, like, I'm better now than I was like 3 years ago, for example. So.
Oh, same, without a doubt. Are you mentally healthy?
Am I mentally healthy?
Yeah.
Ooh. I guess it depends on like the time. Like right now, not really, probably. I think it honestly like kind of affects like my activity on the game whenever I'm like if I'm mentally healthy or not. But right now, probably not too much, to be honest.
Damn.
But it's okay.
Well,
nah, it's all good.
Well, you're not alone. I did answer no as well when me and
Really?
Yeah.
Does anyone else answer no to that?
So far only me and you have answered like a dead no.
Damn, bro.
That's
crazy.
I think Space said he was a while ago. Vorchak said like it fluctuates if I remember correctly. Oh no, Zoink said no as well, which I guess that's just
Really?
the top player hive mind.
Yeah.
So
That's
I guess next week W Popoff is gonna say no as well.
Really? W Pop-Off. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting though. Maybe there's a correlation.
Probably.
It is pretty an emotionally tough game, so it makes sense.
That is true. It is a huge mental game.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you mentally healthy? I asked Zoink and he was really depressed.
I think, honestly, I've been through periods of my life where I absolutely wasn't mentally healthy, like not even in a joking way. So like, I think I am, but when I play Geometry Dash, it brings out certain sides of you you just don't even know you have. Like when I got a 92% on Phobos or something like that, like I don't even know where that came from. In the moment, that was how my mental health was exposed by doing the like that. You know what I'm saying?
He did it.
Geometry Dash just brings out different sides of you, bro.
It really does.
But I'd say overall, I'm pretty mentally healthy. You know, I get a little crazy sometimes, but who doesn't? You know, everybody's a little crazy.
Oh my gosh. Are you mentally healthy?
Am I mentally healthy? I'd say like I didn't watch other people answer this question, but personally, I'd say I'm like extremely, well not extremely, but I'm definitely mentally healthy. There's no worries that I have with myself and like my mental health. Like I play Geometry Dash obviously and try and like do as much hard stuff as I can, but I think a strategy for me with staying mentally healthy is taking the game as like a game. I try and do my best, but I try and focus on a lot of other stuff too, because if you focus on one thing that like if you think about one thing and you take it too seriously, it could drive you crazy or like definitely hurt your mental. So basically I play the game like I try and compete as hard as I can, but to stay mentally healthy I have my mind set like on a lot of like different things in life. So I'd say in general I'm feeling well, I'm doing well, I'm glad with what I'm able to accomplish. Yeah, I'd say, and I have some like really good friends too that like I'm able to talk to in Geometry Dash and even outside of Geometry Dash. So
Yeah.
like right now, I feel like I'm in a good state. I mean, something could change later on, but I'm liking life. It's cool.
Good. Hell yeah. That's.
How about you? Are you mentally healthy?
Oh, this is the second time this happened where I get asked. Right now, yeah, I would say I am. I am in a good time frame. But the last time I asked that, I would say I think I said no. But
That's nice. I hope everything like going on with you, like if it's good or not, like it gets better or just everything like can go your way, you know?
I appreciate that. And same goes for you. And it's good advice. To everybody watching, always like don't hyper focus on one thing. Like that's some really good advice that can help you.
Yeah. And another thing, like right now I'm 15, so I don't have like as much stuff going on as probably like somebody a little older. Like I haven't experienced like every struggle I'm gonna have to go through. Like you always go through struggles. I've been through like lows. Like even though I'm mentally healthy overall, there's not to say that I haven't gone through like some very like low times, but always after those low times for me, even if it's like felt like it's been like a long time, like I always go through like another high again. So that's just like that's kind of part of life. There's going to be some really big struggles, but it just feels great if you can overcome like those struggles. So right now, like I'm 15, there's not been much that has really made me like feel like unstable.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, nice. This is a good start to this episode. I literally have one of my questions down. Are you mentally healthy?
It's a good question to ask. Sometimes I don't think so.
Well, I relate. I mean, I think the worst for me was when I tried doing Zodiac like a crack addict back then when it was first top 1. I would go to sleep and hear Sphere in my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. Sometimes I just be clicking the click pattern unconsciously, but that's not my fault.
It's like a tick where you're like moving your finger in your sleep.
Oh, thankfully not in my sleep. I hope not. Unless that does happen, but I hope not. Thankfully, I'm able to differentiate GD from like outside, so I don't like make it intertwined. Big word.
Yeah, no, trust me, I know what intertwined means.
You really don't?
Yeah.
That's great to hear. Anyways.
Next question. Are you mentally healthy?
Oh man, that's actually dude, that's a hard question because I am some ways and I'm not in others. I think overall I have really good friends.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things in my life that are like worth being thankful for. I have my health and things like that. But there's also, I'm just really busy and we'll dissect these things one by one. All right. There's a lot of things in my life. People think I'm like this paragon of like how you should live your life. They're like, look no further than Eric Van Wilderman in the GD community. I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm a normal. I got my own issues. Like on the outside, I look like I got it all together, got a family and stuff and making a living off this. But on the inside, like there's definitely like some turmoil going on here, right? I don't have it all together, although it is, as is social media. It's definitely presented that way, right? So, well, let's dissect these things. So, last year, my son got diagnosed with LCPD. It's called Perthes disease, and it's basically like the hip joint in his the hip joint bone, the little ball that connects your like femur head to your pelvis, just like broke down, and now it's like slowly starting to regrow. And the process takes a long time. This disease can be like 2 or 3 years, and you're supposed to keep them, like people that have it, off their feet, and you got to do physical therapy for them every day. Like I spend like 30 minutes to an hour on it every day. And he's a kid. He should be running around, but I got to like really emphasize keeping him off his feet. Well, what does he do? What are things he can do off his feet? He can read some books, draw pictures, but he's got the gaming gene in him. He loves games. So now I got to make sure that he doesn't game too much. But Dad, I can't move anyway. So it's like, how do I justify? Like, yeah, I know I want to run outside with you, but we can't. Well, then let me just play this game. And I'm like, ooh, So, anyways, it's a very busy time as a parent for me because he should be in kindergarten, but we had to take him out, and so like he's just home all day, and so that part has been hard, right? That's a mentally challenging thing to deal with. We've gotten to a bit of a rhythm with it, and that's nice. So that's one thing we're dealing with, and that was on top of already the other part, which is just in general like YouTube as a living. Just dealing with like the ups and downs of YouTube can be mentally challenging. I still need to sort of like, I feel like I have it under control some months, and then some months I feel like I don't. Like when it's good, I'm like, oh, I'm chill. You know, I'm not checking my analytics all the time. But when it's not chill, when you're in those dips, I'm like on the phone all the time. Like, okay, what are other people doing in Geometrash? Like, what are some things I need to do better? Do I need to get this new editor? Do I need to do better thumbnails? And I just like can't relax because my studio is at home. And then I'm sitting at home right next to my computer where I'm like, well, I could always be doing more here. There's other things I could be doing. There's people I could be talking to. There's collabs I could get in the works. Like, what are you doing relaxing? It's like, no, but you did a lot of work already. You should relax. And it's some days I'm really good at compartmentalizing everything. And then some days I'm really awful at it, and it really gets to me, and like I feel sort of overwhelmed, right? So that can make me mentally not feel good in some ways as well. And man, is there anything else? I mean, those two are pretty big ones.
Yeah, I can relate to the YouTube part. I think January, it's unanimous. January months, oh my god. Like, especially
they're bad.
With like revenue, it's so crazy how fun December is and how unfun January is just because of the revenue dip. And then also, like, I don't know if this is very right, but I've heard from some people that January could also have view dips as well. I've
noticed that. I've had January dips, but I mean dips for me, the whole like view dip thing, it's not necessarily like a month specific. So I kind of disagree with that. I think just in general on YouTube, like this might be tinfoil hatty and like crazy as I'm trying to dissect like 12 years of YouTube, but the way I feel it works is there's like these algorithm purges where like the algorithm's like, okay, all this old content that's been doing really well, okay, we want to stop recommending it, and we want to get like new old content that's recommended in its place. Like like for example, one of my oldest videos that did well for the time, this is just such a popular thing like 5 years ago, was the world's hardest jump, right? That you saw like everywhere. So like I made that video, and I literally made that video in like 2 hours. It was so like low effort and easy compared to some other vids I've made. And that video was my best performing video of all time. So with that said, that video was just always doing well. And then the last little while, that and some other like older videos from like 5 years ago stopped getting recommended as much. There were a few other ones like, you can't tap this fast, and it was just one of my impossible or not videos.
Yeah.
And so they all kind of like went down in the algorithm. And so I needed to get new sort of older like content that people were searching up so that it replaced those ones, right? So obviously there was last year the RVP random vehicle portal thing, which is still massively popular. Still people make videos on it, and they do really well. And so, you know, I was one of the first to make a video on that, and like that video did really well as well. But then that sort of starts, and then in September there was a big algorithm slump. Like I feel like there was another cleansing where you saw a lot of YouTubers making videos like 8-Bit Ryan and other content creators talking about, oh, is this it? YouTube's changed the algorithm, something's happened. I feel like there's just every now and then a cleansing of old videos like that, where at that time a lot of people get down on themselves and they go, well, what am I gonna do? The algorithm's down. This is the end. Oh no. So during those times, you have to work the hardest, because it's really easy to coast when the things are going really well. But when things are down, you need to be the one that like separates you from the other people. And then once the algorithm starts to like pick up again and you get some videos like wedged in there, then you're going to be like way better off than the people who just sort of gave up and like said, well, we'll just try again when the algorithm's a little bit better later. Because then they'll be by the wayside, right? And it'll be much harder for them to catch up.
Yeah.
So that's my tinfoil hat hypothesis. And it's probably way more complicated than that, but that's sort of what I feel happens, and like different waves that I've gone through on my channel. Like in 2023, I went through a massive dip where the algorithm basically stopped recommending a bunch of my videos, and the reason being is it was this weird bug that happened in YouTube system where my the analytics wasn't working for like the past 5 days, and I was like, YouTube, what's going on with this? And then, oh, sorry, there's a bug in the system. And a lot of other channels didn't have that effect, but some channels had it. And I was like, okay. But then when the bug was fixed, all of a sudden my views went completely down, and all the views of those other channels were the same. And I was like, well, obviously, like, I think what happened is YouTube for 5 days thought that I was basically inactive and like my channel didn't exist. And then when I came back, I was like at this lower place in the algorithm. And so I had to work my butt off. And it was before 2.2 had come out. So I was like, okay, Eric, I know maybe you shouldn't do this, but we're going on the Geometry Dash 2.2 server at the time. I forget what it was called, but like before 2.2 came out, there was the server where you could make 2.2 stuff. And I was like, I'll just make some crazy videos about like 2.2. And I know I shouldn't. I felt dirty, but I was like, but yeah, I got to, because YouTube's is screwing me. And then I was able to like pull it back up. And then I started making the other videos like with a lot of success, like, can you do the Rob Top levels as only the UFO? And that popped off. So I did like all the game modes, and that helped me get out of the slump too. But like I was in a slump. I was like, okay, time to pull out like some magician shit, you know, like really sink my teeth into it. And it worked. It was good. It worked out. So that's my advice, by the way, anyone who wants to be a YouTuber, as to like what to do in those situations. Because a lot of people just like roll over and are like, I'm depressed because views are down. But it's like, no, pull those socks up, boy. Get to work. Like that's when you gotta work harder, right? Yeah, pull through. That's right.
And honestly, I respect that theory. Like, I have noticed it was back in, I think, August when if I remember correctly, it was like something that is supposed to start making smaller channels like get pushed more.
Yeah, I noticed that too. That was part of the reason why YouTubers were complaining and stuff, because like that with oh god, what was it again? Because it was at the end of August and the beginning of September, and it was something to do with like AI filtering of like sensitive content, and then it messed everything up or something.
Yeah, I've seen people get, I think their name is Ender, if I remember correctly. I saw a tweet by Dexerto. They got like falsely like terminated by AI because they had like they had a unknowingly some channel linked to their account. If I don't remember the whole story, but AI basically falsely terminated them for that.
My God, yeah, that's wild. That's kind of scary. I'm pretty fortunate where, I think like if you get upwards in enough subscribers and view count, like YouTube, like if something happens with your channel, like YouTube will answer really fast.
Yeah,
I'm pretty fortunate. But like if you had like, 10 to however many like 100K subscribers or whatever, YouTube will not answer quickly at all. Like they'll just trust the AI. But with like channel like mine, I think they'd answer pretty quickly, right? So I'm not too worried because they've been pretty helpful in the past and have answered when I've had questions about things. So that's one thing about YouTube is like the bigger you get, the easier it is.
That's true.
Yeah, which is kind of unfair, but at the same time, everyone who was big was also like tiny at one point and was struggling, right? So
yeah, I usually see YouTube as kind of fair game, because usually if you know what you're doing, like you can do research from home, like know how to like upload stuff. Like with Secret Way, we started with shorts. I will say we did get lucky with early shorts, but you can, for everybody watching, biggest advice nowadays for YouTube, start with shorts, get 100K, and then you start switching to long form. You start doing that shift and do something, because you can use that time where you're trying to reach 100K with shorts to kind of learn as well. And that's basically what we did, where we knew what will do well, we knew what wouldn't, and we knew how much effort would go into certain stuff. And with the interviews, that kind of happened kind of by chance. Vix, the other person that works on Secret Way, was crashing out at me for not uploading shorts enough. And I was on a channel that interviewed us, and shout out to him, but I can't say his name because I did get into drama that everything's already addressed. and they were the ones that I kind of got the interview idea from. So
okay,
it did happen by chance, but Vix kind of knew like, oh wait, that's a good idea, so we can upload consistently. We can I was happy with it because I get to talk to you. I mean, I watched you back in 2014. The first video I saw of you, by the way, I wanted to mention this, the one where you put clips on your face every time you died.
Man.
That was my.
That was a hard one. That challenge actually, like, so out of all the challenges I've done, you probably don't remember them all, but like, what are the ones that you would think would hurt the most?
So obviously I remember the clip one, and I remember the hot sauce one. There was one that you were like licking a lemon or something, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, sure, like a sour challenge. I've also done like warheads and Bean Boozled, and like all that stuff. Yeah.
One of the more painful ones recently, the one you did with Vortrox. Those like sour, like I could just see the citric acid on those sour like candy thingies.
They were rough, yeah. Surprisingly, he hated the beans worse, the Bean Boozled. So funny. But anyway, so the one that hurt the most was the clip one.
Oh, okay.
That one, like those clips were really tight, and like having them on my face for a long time, like for like 2 days after, there were marks all over my face.
Oh my.
So I had to go to school, and I was a teacher at the time, so I was teaching with like marks on my face. They're like, what happened to you? I was like, don't ask. Tripped and fell. Not making stupid YouTube videos about playing a game and putting laundry clips on my face, that's for sure.
Yeah, I remember watching, weren't some of them like clipping off as you kept putting more and more on?
Yeah, there was like clips all over my face, and like I couldn't do it, and it hurt so much I couldn't focus, and I think I had to I forget, but I think I had to take them off to finish the level, but I forget. It was in a lot of pain. That one, and then surprisingly the ice cube in the shorts challenge.
Oh,
that one was also one of the most painful. Yeah, that one was like, never do that. That was ridiculously painful. I was like, I can't believe it. I cannot believe I thought that was a good idea, because it seemed innocent. I was like, this is just gonna be funny, and it's not really gonna hurt. And then as I was doing it, I was like, I was like, oh my god, like it's the worst thing, man. Oh my god.
You're here to hear, guys. Don't do that challenge.
Don't do them at home. Yeah.
Someone should do the clip one though.
Yeah. The stupidest one I ever did, which could have ended really badly, was the incense one, where I put like an incense burner in my hat, and I had it like in front of my face, and I lit it, and so like it was burning. I was like, I have like a certain amount of time to beat the level until like it burns up onto my head. And then I did that one, thing. It was gonna be great. I think I beat the level, and it was like really, I could like feel the heat. It was like so close to my forehead.
Oh my gosh.
Man, I would have committed too. I would have committed. Well, I would have let it like burn me a bit, and then I would have taken it out clearly. Yeah. But I would have committed. Yeah.
And
looking back on it, I'm like, geez, I was just looking for like the craziest things. You know, it was pretty. It was a different time on YouTube. It was wild because like at the time, you know, PewDiePie was like, I think afterwards he put like a shock collar on his neck, and like every time he died in geometry, actually like zapped himself. I was like, man, content like that it did well. Like these days when people do challenges, it's more like, it's still painful, but like more sort of normalized pain, like spice and things like that, right? It's not like physically like burning yourself, right?